Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. We're kicking things off right away, doing a really quick intro. We have an exploration coaster experience for you guys here today called the Descent Asian Exploration Coaster. And here the creator is Warm Apple Pie, and they say Asian-themed exploration coaster set in the Himalayas. You probably won't remember, Johnny, but I submitted this coaster a little over 4 years ago for an exploration coaster contest. I got disqualified probably because the ride wasn't long enough. I haven't played Planet Coaster for a while, but I've revisited this coaster and made it much longer and added in more secrets. And then they put a link to a competition that they were featured in, so we'll have a link for that in the description below if you want to go see that competition. You said on the video you wish it was submitted for Coaster Spotlight rather than the competition, so here it is in full glory 4 years later. Ha ha ha. P.S. My name used to be Kurt Machine Head, but now it's Warm Apple Pie on most platforms. I remember you, Kurt Machine Head, and I remember this situation now as well. Wow, I'm actually even more excited about this, so why don't we get on into it? I don't know what is going on with these guests. 3,000 of them jammed up here, yet the ride itself is in test mode. Can we open it up? Can we get some guests on here? What have you done? You came back all these years later and you forgot to open your ride. Yeah, they're pouring on in now. I guess we could walk the queue with them. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Why freaking not? All these years later, 4 years later, Kurt has come back. He will not be held responsible for any frostbite. Oh, and I gotta reset my reshade before we get going here. Okay, we should be all set here. Before we get going, let's take a look at the ride stats. 4,000 meters on this coaster. Definitely an exploration. Possibly when we did Exploration Coaster Contest 1, the minimum requirement was 2,000 meters, and I don't think that they met the requirements, which is why they were disqualified, and now they were doubling it. So definitely worth a revisit here 4 years later. Pretty exciting stuff. They didn't give any perspective requirements, day or night, nothing like that. How many trains do we have running on this guy? At least 4 here. We are going to sit at the back of the train because it is a train. Wow, freaking we, Mr. Kurt Machine Head. I'm gonna keep calling you Kurt because that's how I remember you. Absolutely amazing, making me want to do another exploration coaster contest. And I do remember this. It's so crazy because it's like 4 years ago that you created this, and I looked at it, and it brings back memories to the early days when that contest was going on. It's kind of crazy how you're triggering my memories and my emotions of what was going on at that time in my life, and what was going on in that channel. To see this creation come forward 4 years later, I didn't even know what I was opening up when I was opening it, and that's incredible. You definitely ramped it up. You added track length, you added entertainment, you outdid yourself. This is worthy of an exploration coaster experience now, and it had me thinking how much I would love to do another exploration coaster contest in the future, or do one for another game like Park Beyond, which will be coming in 2023. So maybe that'll be something we have to do, an exploration coaster in that game. But these exploration coaster contests are always so much fun. These exploration coasters themselves are really fun. Now, I guess the one thing I'll say to you next time, Kurt, is limit your park to how many guests you want in there, because this is just overflowing with guests, which will also hit the frame rate eventually. Luckily, there's the only thing going on here is one coaster, so the park can handle it just fine for the most part. But yeah, fun experience, really cool mine train, great theming, great ambience, fun experience. You did it all. You redeemed yourself 4 years later. Gotta love to see that. That's always a fun comeback story from the underdog, and it's good to see that you just didn't let that go. It bothered you enough to change it, and I'm happy that it caught my attention to a point where it not only did you go forward and do all the work to redeem yourself, but you got the redemption. You got the spotlight that you were looking for 4 years ago, and here it is today being featured. So the stars couldn't align better for you, and I'm happy that that was the case. And it just goes to show that, like, never give up. It's the never give up underdog comeback story, and I freaking love it. So there you guys go. What did you think of Kurt's comeback coaster here? Throw your comments down below, and that is going to do it for us in today's episode of Coaster Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and fantastic holidays, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.